Hello students, today we are going to design a oscillator which will generate a 30 kilohertz sine wave, and for this design of oscillator we are going to use two VCO, that means voltage control oscillators, and the range of the voltage control oscillator is from 70 to 130 kilohertz. Minimum 70 kilohertz it will generate, and maximum it can generate 130 kilohertz of sine wave. And again we are going to use a multiplier and a low pass filter. So these four components we are going to use, these four blocks we are going to use to generate a signal of 30 kilohertz. So now what we'll do, first we'll go for VCO1, right click here, generate a VCO, and you can see here the VCO range is from 70, minimum range is 70 kilohertz, maximum is 130 kilohertz. And the gain you can vary, always the gain should be at higher position. Again I am generating another VCO. Suppose I will be taking here another VCO I am generating, and this VCO also same VCO, it can also generate 70 kilohertz to 130 kilohertz sine wave, and the gain will be always higher. Again I am telling. Then what we have to do here, first, if you see here, this VCO is a device which gives you a constant oscillation without giving any input. If you are not giving any input also, it will give you output. As the name suggests, this is a voltage controlled oscillator. So V in you have to provide here for both the cases. As you are not giving any voltage, so the oscillation will be a constant oscillation. There will be no variation in frequency. It will give you a constant 70 up to 130 kilohertz. Whatever you set, it will give you a value. And the same case applies for the VCO2 also. So in order to generate a signal of 30 kilohertz, what I will do here, first I will be using a multiplier. And what I will do here, first I will set the frequency of this VCO at minimum 70 kilohertz. And for this I will be setting here second VCO, I will be making it let 100 kilohertz I will set here. Now see, this frequency is 70 kilohertz, this frequency is 100 kilohertz. Now I can check the output here in channel A and also in channel B. So if you see both the outputs in time domain, I am showing you. So this is the time domain version of VCO1 and VCO2. If I want to see the signal in frequency domain, I will just switch on the frequency mode. And also here I will be switching on the frequency mode. I am just switching off the time mode. Now how I will find the frequency here? I am just increasing the time base. If you see, you are getting two spectrums. One for VCO1, other for VCO2. The red one is for VCO1 and the green one is for, the blue one is for VCO2, this one. And if you see here, we are only considering here the positive frequency. You are not going for the negative frequency. So how I will find the frequency? Just drag a line from 0 to this position using your mouse. If you see here, this is 70 kilohertz. You can check this one. Okay. Again, I am setting the frequency here. If you see here, if you check the frequency, this is, if you see here, this is 100 kilohertz. That means it is giving a 70 and 100 kilohertz output. You are able to get it. Okay. Now I am disconnecting these two. Then what I will do here, I will multiply these two signals with a multiplier. So what I have to give? I have to give the output of VCO1 and VCO2 to X and Y respectively of the multiplier. And here the output will be in KXY mode. Means here the output will be KXY while K is the gain of the multiplier. So if you see here, in this output, what I will be getting, suppose this is a cosine wave, this is a cosine wave. So the formula, you can use a trigonometric formula here, cos A into cos B that will be cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. That means cos 70 kilohertz plus 100 kilohertz, or cos 100 kilohertz plus 70 kilohertz, and another component will be your cos 100 kilohertz minus 70 kilohertz. That means what is the output you are getting? You are getting a 170 kilohertz frequency component, and other component is your 30 kilohertz. 100 kilohertz minus 70 kilohertz. Okay. So now if I see the signal in frequency domain, the multiplied output, I will be getting two frequency component as I told you. So here if you can check here, this frequency is nearly 30 kilohertz, you can check it, 30 kilohertz, and the other component is 170 kilohertz. That means 100 kilohertz plus 70, that is 170 kilohertz upper, then 100 kilohertz minus 70, that is 30 kilohertz. So in this case, in order to get a 30 kilohertz output, 30 kilohertz sinusoidal signal, what I have to do here, I have to use a filter of minimum cutoff frequency, that will be low pass filter having cutoff frequency 30 kilohertz. कुछ भी एक फिल्टर मुझे यूज करना है जिसका कटऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी 30 किलोहर्ट्ज होना चाहिए यहाँ पे. So now I will be going for a low pass filter here. If you see here what type of low pass filter I can use here, I am just going for a 60 kilohertz low pass filter. If you see here, if I am using a 60 kilohertz low pass filter and I will pass this signal, now you check here again, I am connecting it. So now this output I am connecting to this 60 kilohertz low pass filter. So what will happen here? This 170 kilohertz signal will be blocked because the cutoff range is 60 kilohertz. Only this 30 kilohertz output will be available here. We can also check it here. I am connecting it to channel 2. And if you see here, just these two signals are merging now. 30 kilohertz of multiplier input output and 30 kilohertz of 60 kilohertz low pass filter output. These two are merging. So I will suppose I will switch off this frequency component of channel A. Now if you see, I am just able to get only this 30 kilohertz signal. That means at the output of the low pass filter, I am getting a 30 kilohertz output. So in this way, you can combine these two frequencies to get different type of signals, different frequency signal as you need. Using 100 kilohertz and 70 kilohertz oscillator, and using a 60 kilohertz low pass filter, you can also design different frequency oscillations. In this case, I have showed you a 30 kilohertz oscillator or 30 kilohertz output. You can also go for 40, 50 like this by adjusting the VCO output. VCO output means by adjusting the VCO frequency, I am telling. Gain, that will not affect your bandwidth here. Only the frequency will be affecting the oscillation here. So by selecting different frequency, you can also go for different frequency signal at the output of a 60 kilohertz low pass filter. So this was the experiment for generating 30 kilohertz sinusoidal signal using two VCOs, one multiplier and 160 kilohertz low pass filter. And basically this will be applied when you will be going for super heterodyne receiver. In that case, you may be asked to design different types of oscillator having frequencies varying from 1 to 100 kilohertz. So in this case, you have to use these two VCO to generate a signal having a specified frequency. Thank you. I hope this will be helpful for your experiment in super heterodyne receiver. Thank you.